let's be real, I forget I'm in a bloody wheelchair, and most people I work with, and I don't just work with Soph, they probably think the same. It's me, it's what's coming out, you know, yep. The passion, not the wheelie bit. You know, going from walking to sitting is quite a difficult thing. I mean, I went through 4 or 5 years of what you call hell or uncertainness, and then decided to make headway. Well, within the first few weeks of being in the hospital when you first have your accident, it was 13B while the spinal unit was getting built, you get told you won't walk again. It's not like, oh, there's a chance you will and stuff like that. So you know straight away. So how the hell do you deal with that? There was no systems in place in those days. Yeah, I was probably crazy, and that was dealing with the situation. And yeah, I mean, now I've re-educated myself to the point is that I have been to a lot of those seminars and different things at a high level. And I also put myself through Polytech here at night. I'd go in at 6 at night, and I couldn't use a computer because back in my day, you know, we were doing a trade and stuff like that. Computers weren't in, so I couldn't use a computer. So plus I couldn't read or write because I didn't go to school. So it was a hard road. Back in my day, when I was a young guy, late 70s, 80s, I swam because I was quite good at it. I hopped in the pool and I could swim lengths like you could, anyone, go to the pool. But I was in a wheelchair, so I automatically became a contender. And so I went and joined up with a swim club, and they wondered what the hell's arrived. And because there was no disabled people, you were like you had a disease. So I started swimming in the swim club, and I was in the slowest lane, but I certainly moved up pretty quickly. And for me, it wasn't just the swimming, it was the discipline of having to get out of bed in the mornings, and then I'd work all day and then go back at night. And so it was discipline and routine, and that was a big turning point in my life. And I did go to the couple of Olympics, Paralympics, but for me it was totally different. And I mean, on our trips we drank a bit like a rugby player and did those things, so it was semi-social. Today it has moved so much the other way, it's not funny. So back in our days it was still being sorted out. It was in the growth, you know, each 4 years things were changing. So for me it was more rehabilitation. It sorted my life out, which I don't know, that was worth more than any medals. So yeah, that was great to be where I am today. Yeah, I love it. It gives a real balance to, it gives me a wee change up from Soph, the one thing, you know, that doesn't get stale, but needs freshening. And that's really neat working with 30 rugby players or 12 netballers, you know, it's bloody awesome. And the big bit I get out of it is, okay, we wear the fern, but the big C, Canterbury. And I love doing it for our province, and I love being a part of our province. That, you know, you give back what you can.